I'm staring at the ceiling where the moonlight starts to bleed, planting bitter harvest from a long forgotten seed. The house is settling deeper, like it's weary of the weight of a man who's still convinced that he can negotiate with fate. I turned to tell you something, then I felt the sudden chill of the empty side of forever that I'm trying hard to fill. The shadows in the corner have a way of taking shape into the silhouette of us and the ghost of your escape. I'm holding back my breathing just to hear the house respond, but I'm just a lonely traveler of the here and the beyond. And I'm hearing night whispers calling out your name, tangled in the static of a dying, flickering flame. They're the secrets in the curtains, they're the creaking in the floor, the echoes of the I love yous that don't live here anymore. I'm a prisoner of the midnight, I'm a martyr for the right, just listening to the night whispers until the well runs dry. I saw your silver hairbrush on the edge of the dark wood, and I'd move it if I could. God, I'd hide it if I could. But the air is made of velvet, and it's pressing on my chest, a soft and heavy burden that won't let the memory rest. Every car that passes by is a heartbeat in my throat. Every rustle of the leaves is a comeback kind of note. Is it the wind against the glass or the shiver in my soul? The physical exhaustion of a heart that isn't whole. I'm talking to the darkness, I'm arguing with the air, because the logic of a life alone is something I can't bear. Yeah, I'm hearing night whispers calling out your name, tangled in the static of a dying, flickering flame. They're the secrets in the curtains, they're the creaking in the floor, the echoes of the I love yous that don't live here anymore. I'm a prisoner of the midnight, I'm a martyr for the white, just listening to the night whispers until the well runs dry. Hush now, can you hear the walls? They're screaming out the story of the way a spirit falls. Night whispers. staring at the driveway, watching shadows stretch and lean, tracing out the empty space where your car had always been. The keys are on the counter, but the ring is in the drawer, tucking away the always that isn't breathing anymore. I keep the porch light burning, the habit I should break, a little piece of maybe for my heavy heart to take. But the silence in the hallway has a physical weight, like a heavy iron curtain or a locked and rusted date. I'm checking all the windows, I'm listening for the door, but the ghost of your footsteps isn't pacing on the floor. 'Cause you're never coming back. No, you're never coming home. I'm a king of a kingdom, made of dust and skin and bone. The clocks have all stopped ticking, and the sun has lost its gold since the story of forever finally started to unfold. I'm a map with no more landmarks, I'm a sky that's gone to black, drowning in the never. 'Cause you're never coming back. I saw your faded sweater tucked behind the bathroom door. It still smells like the Sunday mornings we don't have anymore. I held it to my heartbeat until the cotton started to sting, the bitter biting burden that a broken promise can bring. I've deleted every message, but I've memorized the tone, the frequency of I love you that I'm facing here alone. Is it the forever that was hollow, or the stay that was a lie, to be left inside a hello that turned into a goodbye? I'm shivering in the laundry, I'm freezing in the hall, waiting for a miracle that isn't going to fall. Yeah, you're never coming back. No, you're never coming home. I'm a king of a kingdom, made of dust and skin and bone. The clocks have all stopped ticking, and the sun has lost its gold since the story of forever finally started to unfold. I'm a map with no more landmarks, I'm a sky that's gone to black, drowning in the never. 'Cause you're never coming back. So I'll turn out the light, and I'll sit here in the gray. I'll stop looking at the road at the end of every day. You're gone, really gone, never coming back. I'm walking through a garden where the colors gone gray, watching the gold of the afternoon fray. The neighbors are laughing, the children still play, but the sun feels like I'm 1,000 miles away. I'm wearing a mask that I've learned how to paint, but the edges are blurred, the spirit is faint. Every step that I take on this hollowed out ground is a heavy, slow echo of a heart that's been drowned. They say the stars are still burning up high, but I only see fractures across the whole sky. It's not just a rainy day or passing of clouds, it's a silence so heavy, it's louder than crowds. And my world cries in a shade of the blue, since the axis stopped spinning and I lost the view. The oceans are rising inside of my chest, a storm that refuses to give me a rest. There's no thunderous crashing, no lightning in sight, just a steady cold weeping in the middle of light. On a map that's been soaked, a soul that's been dry, in a universe where even the memories sigh. And my world cries. Yeah, my world cries. I saw our old bench by the lake in the park. It looked like a headstone, lonely and dark. The birds have all flown to a different shore, since we isn't something they hear anymore. I'm a stranger in rooms that I used to call home, surrounded by ghosts in a kingdom of chrome. Every I'm doing fine is a drop in the glass, watching the ghost of our happiness pass. Is it raining for you? Is your sky still clear? Or do you feel the tremors of everything here? I treat every forever for one yesterday, before the foundations all crumbled away. Yeah, my world cries. The rain never skies, the salt never dries underneath every hello and every goodbye. Just me. Does the storm at a place that used to be warm? My world cries, it cries for you. The rain never stops, the salt never dries underneath every hello and every goodbye. Just me. I'm staring at the keypad, tracing letters on the screen, tangled in the silence and the space that's come between. I've got a dozen saved up messages. I'm terrified to play, afraid the ghost of hello might just blow the world away. The house is far too quiet, it's ringing in my ears, a library of secrets that's been gathering for years. I'm listening for the frequency, the humming in the hall, the way you say my name against the shadow of the wall. Now the static's getting louder and the air is getting thin, and I'm searching for the melody that used to let me in. 'Cause I'm missing your voice, the rhythm and the grace, the only sound that ever made this world a steady place. It's the low notes in the morning and the laughter in the dark, the vibration in my spirit that would always find a spark. Now I'm tuning every station, but the signal's lost at sea, and I'm missing your voice more than I'm missing me. I walk past the road corner where the streetlights start to hum, waiting for a hey there that I know will never come. I'm memorizing inflections and the way you catch a breath, fighting off a quietness that feels a bit like death. I trade 1,000 symphonies for a whisper in the night, just to feel the way your I love you turn the world to light. Is it fading in the distance? Is it drifting through the trees? Is your goodbye being carried on a bitter winter breeze? I'm shouting at the ceiling just to hear a human sound, but the echoes of your absence are the only thing I found. Yeah, I'm missing your voice, the rhythm and the grace, the only sound that ever made this world a steady place. It's the low notes in the morning and the laughter in the dark, the vibration in my spirit that would always find a spark. Now I'm tuning every station, but the signal's lost at sea, and I'm missing your voice more than I'm missing me. Something, even if it's don't come back, I'm drowning in the silver and I'm dying in the black. Just a whisper, just a sound. I'm missing your voice, I'm still listening. I'm walking through the echoes of the life we used to share, reaching for a shadow that I know is never there. The coffee's getting cold in a mug I haven't moved, staring at the pictures of a love we finally proved. Every corner of this house is a ghost I can't outrun, a story left unfinished before it truly had begun. I try to breathe the morning in, but the air is thin and gray, like a piece of me went missing when you decided not to stay. It's a quiet kind of madness, it's a steady hollow hum, counting all the seconds until the better finally comes. And I'm missing you deeply in ways that words can't understand, like a ship that's lost its anchor, like a line drawn in the sand. I'm drowning in the memory of the light inside your eyes, underneath the weight of these second I felt you on my skin. The sand is faded slowly like the gold from the sun. A reminder of the races that we'll never get to run. I keep your number saved just to see your name on the screen. A digital connection to a life that might have been. They say that time is a healer, but time is just a thief, stealing all the soul and leaving only the grief. I trade 1,000 tomorrows just to have one yesterday, before the silence moved in and the color turned to gray. I'm missing you deeply in ways the words can't understand. Like a ship that's lost its anchor, like a line drawn in the sand. I'm drowning in the memory of the light inside your eyes, underneath the weight of these heavy starless skies. It's the last light in my spirit, it's a shiver in my soul, knowing that without you I'll never be quite whole. Unfathomably, senselessly, the house is finally still, the lights are finally low, but I'm still right here and I'm never letting go. Missing you deeply. Missing you deeply. Missing you deeply. Missing you deeply. Missing you unfathomably, senselessly, terribly. The house is finally still, the lights are finally low, but I'm still right here and I'm never letting go. Missing you deeply. The coffee's getting cold on your side of the table. I'm staring at the door, wishing I was stable. I still buy the brand of cereal you liked, and I haven't touched the kickstand on your old bike. The silence in this hallway has a heavy kind of sound. It's the ghost of every word we never said out loud. They say that time is a healer, a thief, and a friend. But time's just a circle that never quite ends. I'm trapped in the minute you walked out that day, with a heart full of things I was too proud to say. And I'm missing you always, like the earth misses rain, trying to find a little beauty in the middle of this pain. I'm reaching for your shadow in the middle of the night, waking up to realize nothing feels right. It's a long, lonely road, and I'm losing my way. I'm missing you always, every second of the day. I saw your favorite sweater in the back of the car. Funny how the small things hit the heart so hard. I went to call your number just to hear your voice. Then I remembered that leaving was your only choice. Now I'm a stranger in the house we used to call home, surrounded by your memories, but feeling so alone. Is it raining where you are? Are you finally free? Do you ever get a shiver when you think of me? I trade a beat tomorrow just to have one yesterday, to tell you that I love you before you slipped away. Oh, yeah, I'm missing you always, like the darkness is right, trying to find a little beauty in the middle of this pain. I'm reaching for your shadow in the middle of the night, waking up to realize nothing feels right. It's a long, lonely road, and I'm losing my way. Missing you always, every second of the day. Always. The lights had gone low, the stars were all gone. I'm still right here, waiting for the dawn. Listen, you midnight crying sessions, the clock is 12. The clock is 12 and the house goes still. Street lights bleed through the windowsill. I lie on your side, the long gone, breathing in the ghost of your cologne. The sheets are cold, the dark is wide, and every tear I swallowed in the daytime comes rushing out. Now that no one can see, this bed's too big for just me. I tell myself tomorrow I'll be fine, but tomorrow never believes these midnight lies. These midnight crying sessions are the only place I say your name out loud, where the pain has full permission to scream while the rest of the world is sleeping sound. I drown in the quiet, soaked in regret, holding conversations we never finished. Yet these midnight crying sessions are all I have left of you. I scroll through photos I swore I'd delete. Your smile still cuts me sharp and sweet. I whisper I'm sorry to the empty air for things I said, for things I didn't dare. The moon just watches, never takes a side, while I fall apart on the inside. I count the hours till the sun will save me, but always feels like betrayal lately. These midnight crying sessions are the only place I say your name out loud, where the pain is full permission to scream while the rest of the world is sleeping sound. I drown in the quiet, soaked in regret, holding conversations we never finished. Yet these midnight crying sessions are all I have left of you. One day the tears might run dry, I might sleep straight through the night, but right now the darkness feels like home, 'cause it's the only time I'm not alone. You're here in every shadow, every sigh, and every shaky breath I try to hide. These midnight crying sessions, they're getting longer every week. They're the only time I feel you near me. I drown in the quiet, soaked in regret, still reaching for the warmth you took when you left. These midnight crying sessions are the only love I've got left. Midnight crying sessions. The clock strikes one, and I'm still not done. Midnight crying sessions. I'm walking through the hallway, but I'm stepping around the ghosts of the Sunday morning coffee and the quiet buttered toast. I've packed away the pictures and I've cleared the bathroom shelf, trying to find a version of a world without yourself. But the silence has a heartbeat and the shadows have a name, and every flickering candlelight is whispering the same. I've changed the heavy curtains and I've painted every door, but your footsteps keep on dancing on the hardwood of the floor. I'm a tenant in a temple that was built for me and you, but I'm living in a hollow since the day that we were through. 'Cause your memories haunt me, they're the air inside the room, the only flowers growing in this garden of the gloom. I close exhaustion of a permanent goodbye. Yeah, your memories haunt me. I saw your favorite book still lying open on the chair, like you just stepped out a second and you're still standing there. I'm terrified to move it, terrified to break the spell, but I'm living in a version of a long and lonely hell. I see your fingerprints on every glass, on every door, like a ghost that's still demanding that I give a little more. That healing is a mountain that I'm too tired to climb, while I'm drowning in the wreckage of a long forgotten time. Is it love or is it habit? Is it grief or is it grace? To feel the sting of almost in every stranger's face. I wanna cry for mercy, I wanna scream for life, but the your departure is the ruler of the night. Yeah, your memories haunt me. They're the air inside the room, the only flowers growing in this garden of the gloom. I close my eyes to forget you, but I see you in the dark, a cold and silver fire, dying steady spark. They're under the floorboards, they're written in the sky, the physical exhaustion of a permanent goodbye. Yeah, your memories haunt me. They won't leave, no matter where I go. They're the only part of us that's ever gonna grow. Still ringing, still here. The haunt is real. They haunt me. They haunt me. They won't leave, no matter where I go. They're the only part of us that's ever gonna grow. Still ringing, still here. The heart is real. They haunt me. They haunt me. They haunt me. I watch the coffee steam go cold beneath the kitchen light. Another phantom battle in the middle of the night. The clock is just a circle and the sun is just a lie. A golden mask that covers up the way I wanna cry. I've walked into the garden just to see a neighbor's gate. Anything to feel a pulse before it gets too late. The silence is a predator, it's waiting for the spark to bleed into the charcoal of a long and heavy dark. I'm reaching for the pillow, but I'm terrified to find the echo of the space you left is all I've got behind. 'Cause the nights feel endless and the shadows never sleep. They're the secrets in the hallway that I'm not supposed to keep. I'm a prisoner of the maybe, I'm a martyr for this. Just a little paper boat hanging off a jagged cliff. Every hour is a mountain, every minute is a scar. God, the nights feel endless since I don't know where you are. Since I don't know where you are. I've memorized the floorboards that'll creak beneath my feet, listening for the ghost of us to make the house complete. I see a silver necklace at the bottom of the glass, counting all the shadows that I have to let them pass. The moon is like a hollow eye staring through the pain, and I'm just vibrating with the frequency of pain. Is it the lack of company or the weight of who I am? Without you here to guide me, I'm a wolf inside a lamb. I'm a mirror in a vacuum, I'm a star without a sky, falling through the static of a permanent goodbye. Yeah, the nights feel endless and the shadows never sleep. They're the secrets in the hallway that I'm not supposed to keep. I'm a prisoner of it, maybe I'm a martyr for life. Just a little paper boat hanging off a jagged cliff. Every hour is a mountain, every minute is a scar. God, the nights feel endless since I don't know where you are. Wait for the morning, but the morning never comes. I'm just the quiet rhythm of the hollow, heavy drum. Still dark, always dark. The nights feel I've become a master of the how are you game, smiling through the static when they mention your name. I've built a fortress out of glass and of stone to hide the fact that I've never been so alone. My lips are a seal, my eyes are a scream, playing a part in a peaceful scene. But if you look closer, past the steady hand, I'm a kingdom of cards shifting in the sand. The pressure is rising, the dam's gonna break, but I won't let a single sound escape. 'Cause these are the silent cries inside, the ones I'm forced to swallow, the ones I have to hide. A hurricane of heartache screaming in my chest, while I'm looking like a person who's finally at rest. No one hears the question, no one feels the tide, just the echoes of these silent cries inside. loud and the music is bright. I'm a ghost in a costume, I'm fading from sight. I'm nodding my head while my soul's on its knees, begging for a moment of mercy and ease. It's a deafening riot that only I know, a private disaster, invisible show. I wanna shatter the window, I wanna roar, I wanna drag my secrets across the floor. But the silence is a habit I don't know how to break, so I'll keep on bending until I finally snap the neck. I'm a stone in the water, the world forgot. Just a silence, just a cry. Hear me? Probably not. Can you hear me? I'm sitting by the fireplace, but the hearth is cold. Just staring at the stories that we never told. I found a box of letters and a faded photograph, and for a split second I could hear your laugh. But the sound is a ghost and the paper is thin, and I'm watching the evening start to creep in. It's not a wildfire, it's not a bright flare, it's just a steady ache in the midnight air. A slow-moving fever, a low-hanging cloud, a silence that's somehow getting too loud. And the memories burn quiet like a candle in the hall, casting long shadows on the cracks in the wall. No smoke in the rafters, no heat on the skin, just a slow, steady melting from the deep within. I'm a map that's been scorched, a bridge that's been charred by the used-to-be's hidden the spirit so hard. The world keeps on turning, the fire is low, and the memories burn quiet with nowhere to go. I saw your old coffee mug, the one with the chip, and I felt the first tremor on the edge of my lip. I'm a collector of embers, a keeper of dust in a house that's forgotten, a meaning to trust. I'm not screaming your name, I'm not losing my mind, I'm just leaving the best of my heartbeat behind. Is it a glow or scar? Is it a light or a sting? To be haunted by the weight of every beautiful thing. I'd blow out the flame if I knew how to breathe in a world where you didn't decide to leave. Melting from the deep within. I'm a map that's been scorched, a bridge that's been short by the used to be's men. And the spirit's so hard, the world keeps on turning, but the fire is low and the memories burn quiet with nowhere to go. Just a flicker, just a spark, a little bit of you in the middle of the dark. Still glowing, still blue. Memories burning, always of you. I locked every window and bolted the door, but the shadows are still creeping across the floor. I'm checking the corners and watching the light, but I'm a ghost in my own house tonight. The walls are too thin and the ceiling's too high, and I'm shivering under a midsummer sky. I used to be steady, I used to be strong, but the foundation cracked when you moved alone. It's not the darkness, it's not the unknown, it's the weight of the silence I'm facing alone. I'm a bird on a wire, I'm a ship on a ledge, always just an inch from the jagged edge. And oh, nothing feels safe since you left the room. The air is a needle, the garden's a tomb. I'm walking on glass in a house made of ice, paying a heavy and hollow cent. like a thick heavy smoke. I'm dumping in shadows, and I'm losing my mind. The wreckage of everything we left behind. Is there a place where the tremors will stop, where the other heavy shoe doesn't finally drop? I'm a kingdom of cards and a hurricane wind, waiting for the ending to finally begin. I've tried to drown it in a bottle of red. I've tried to burn it out of the things you said. I moved the furniture and changed the locks, packed your sweaters in a cardboard box, but it's a tenant that refuses to pay. It's a storm cloud that won't blow away. I've walked 10 miles just to tire my feet, but I still see your ghost on every street. I'm running out of places left to hide from the wreckage that I'm carrying inside. 'Cause the pain won't leave, it's moved in for good. It's carved its name into the neighborhood. I've begged it to go, I've screamed at the wall, but it's the only thing that catches my fall. It's a heavy coat I can't take off my back, a train that's never gonna run out of track. I'm waiting for the healing, but I don't believe, 'cause the love is gone, but the pain won't leave. It sits at the table when I'm eating alone. It's the static on the other end of the phone. It's a jagged little piece of a broken glass, watching all the happy people pass. I thought it was a season, just a passing phase, but it's the architect of all my days. Is it part of my skin? Is it part of my bone? Does it hate the idea of being I'm sitting in the quiet, watching shadows on the wall, counting all the ghosts of us that still pace through the hall. I found your old blue ribbon tucked inside a dusty book, and I couldn't help but crumble from the way it made me look. It's like the house is breathing, but the air is made of you. Heavy, kinda haunting in the things we didn't do. I thought the edge would soften, I thought the blur would stay, but the sharpness of the yesterday just won't go away. I'm a map of all your exits, I'm a record of the rain, tied to every frequency that's vibrating with pain. Cause the memories stay sharp and the memories cut deep. They're the first thing in the morning and the last before I sleep. They're a jagged piece of silver, they're a razor in the dark, carving out the hollow where we used to have a spark. I try to build a fortress, I try to keep the sleep, but oh my love, the memories cut deep. I saw a stranger's jacket and I thought I heard your name, and for a split second nothing felt the same. It's a physical exhaustion, it's a shivering in the bone, the genealogy of almost and the fear of being alone. I'm tracing every outline, I'm memorizing scars, counting all the wreckage underneath the lonely scars. It's a quiet kind of bleeding, it's a slow and steady blue, the physical reminder of simply losing you. I'm reaching for the bandage, I'm reaching for the light, but the memory is a weapon in the middle of the night. Yeah, the memories stay sharp and the memories cut deep. They're the first thing in the morning and the last before I sleep. They're a jagged piece of silver, they're a razor in the dark, carving out the hollow where we used to have a spark. I try to build a fortress, I try to keep the sleep, but oh my love, the memories cut deep. Yeah, my heart's cut deep. Yeah, my heart's cut deep. Yeah, the memories cut deep. They cut through the static, they cut through the fine. I'm still yours and you're still mine. In the skies, in the dark, the memories cut deep. I've tried to drown the memory in a bottle of regret. I've tried to burn the bridges that I haven't crossed just yet. I moved the heavy furniture and changed the locks on the door, but I still see your shadow dancing on the hardwood floor. It's a tenant in my spirit that refuses to pay the rent, a permanent reminder of the way our love was spent. I've walked 10,000 miles just to tire out my feet, but I still see your ghost on every corner of the street. I'm running out of places left to hide from the debris of the beautiful disaster that you left inside of me. And the pain won't end, it's moved in for the stay. It's the architect of every single gray and hollow day. I've begged it to be over, I've screamed at the empty wall, but it's the only thing that's left to catch me when I fall. It's a heavy iron coat, I can't take off my weary back, a runaway train that's never gonna run out of track. I'm waiting for the healing, but I've stopped trying to pretend, cause the love is long gone, but the pain won't end. the static and the silence on the other end of the phone. It's a jagged little splinter of a broken piece of glass, watching all the happy people as they smile and pass. I thought it was a season, just a cold and passing phase, but it's the only map I have through this lonely tangled maze. Is it part of my skin? Is it woven in my bone? Does it hate the very idea of being left all alone? Maybe it's the only thing that's still honest and true, the last remaining piece of me that's still attached to you. It's my shadow now. It's the air that I breathe. Oh, the only promise that you'll get and leave. Still here, still hurting. Pain won't It's my shadow now. Your pain won't end. I've tried to drown the land. It's my shadow now. It's my shadow now. The pain won't The pain won't I've scrubbed the floors and bleached the walls to wash away the ghost of the Sunday morning coffee and the things I miss the most. I've rearranged the furniture and changed the heavy drapes, but the memory of your silhouette still finds 1,000 shapes. The calendar is frozen on the day you walked away. I'm just a hollow vessel in a world that's gone to gray. They say that time's a river that'll carry off the grief, that every season turning brings a little more relief, but the water's standing still air is getting thin, and I don't know where the sorrow ends and where I should begin. 'Cause the pain won't fade, it's written in the bone, a permanent reminder that I'm standing here alone. It's a dull and constant pressure, it's a shivering in the chest, a heavy jagged shadow that won't let the spirit rest. I've tried to bleach the old ways, I've tried to burn the stay, but the pain won't fade, and it won't just go away. I saw your favorite sweater tucked behind the bathroom door. It still smells like the promises we don't have anymore. I held it to my heartbeat until the fabric started to sting, the bitter biting burden that a broken heart can break. Every I love you was a needle, every forever was a blade. Now I'm shivering in the silence of the choices that we made. Is it a habit or a haunting? Is it love or is it dead? To be a prisoner of a memory that I haven't finished yet. I'm digging through the ashes, I'm searching through the rain, just to find a single atom that isn't tuned to all this pain. Yeah, the pain won't fade, it's written in the bone, a permanent reminder that I'm standing here alone. It's a dull and constant pressure, it's a shivering in the chest, a heavy jagged shadow that won't let the spirit rest. I've tried to bleach the old ways, I tried to burn the stay, but the pain won't fade, and it won't just go away. It's sinking in deep beneath the skin. It's the only part of us that's ever gonna win. Still hurting, still here. The pain won't fade, won't fade. It's sinking in deep beneath the skin. It's the only part of us that's ever gonna win. Still hurting, still here. The pain won't fade. I'm sweeping up the kitchen, but I'm missing a part of the shattered glass that used to be my heart. I found your earring under the bed and a scrap of a letter I should have never read. The house is a puzzle with 1,000 gaps, a bridge made of memory that finally snaps. I'm holding the edges, but they don't quite fit in the hollowed out space where we used to sit. It wasn't a wreck, it wasn't a crash, just a slow burning fire that turned into ash. And now I'm a collector of what's left behind, searching for us in the back of my mind. And I'm picking up the pieces of us from the floor, wishing I could find just a little bit more. A fragment of laughter, a splinter of grace, to fill up the outline of your empty space. It's a jagged collection, it's a sharp edged pain, but it's all that I have in the middle of the rain. I'm gluing the ruins, but the cracks are too wide, trying to say what's already died. Just the pieces, the broken pieces of us. I saw our old song on a playlist today, and I almost let the whole thing play. But the melody's chipped and the rhythm is torn, like a tattered old flag that's weathered and worn. I'm a curator of a museum of ghosts, the shadow of the man who loved you the most. I'm keeping the shards in a box by the door, but I don't even know what I'm keeping them for. Should I throw them away? Should I bury them deep? Is a broken down dream with the secrets I keep? Because every sharp corner just reminds me of you and the beautiful things that we didn't undo. The pieces, the broken pieces of us. A handful of dust, a handful of rust, all that remains of forever trust. One piece here, one piece there, vanishing into the cold thin air. Pieces of us. Pieces of I'm walking through the house in the middle of the night, chasing the flickering of a ghost white light. I see your outline by the window pane, but it's just the patterns of the freezing rain. We used to be a fire, we used to be a flame. Now I'm just a whisper of a forgotten name. The sun doesn't shine, it just casts a glare on the empty space where you used to be there. I'm reaching for substance, I'm reaching for skin, but I'm only touching where the absence begins. And I'm living in the shadows of us, in the wreckage, your ruin and the silver dust. Every corner I turn, every move that I make, catch me when I fall. Yeah, I'm fading away, and I'm losing my trust, caught in the shadows of us. Shop window downtown. For a second, the world stopped spinning around. But when I blinked, you were gone like a breath, leaving me in this cold, crowded valley of death. I'm wearing the silence like a heavy wool show in a life that feels like one long dark hallway crawl. You a shadow in someone else's room. Are you the light or I'd rather be haunted than be left all alone in this hollowed out version of a life I once sold. And I'm living in the shadows of us, and the wreckage, the ruin and the silver dust. Every corner I turn, every move that I make is a silhouette of a heart about to break. I'm dancing with a memory, I'm talking to the wall, waiting for a phantom to catch me when I fall. Yeah, I'm fading away, and I'm losing my trust, caught in the shadows of us. Just a blur, just memory of your touch on my face. Dark on dark, dust on dust. I'm disappearing in the shadows of us. In the shadows of us. I've become a master of the how are you game, smiling through the static when they mention your name. I've built a fortress out of glass and of stone to hide the fact that I've never been so ill. My lips are a seal, my eyes are a screen, playing a part in a peaceful scene. But if you look closer, past the steady hand, I'm a kingdom of cards shifting in the sand. The pressure is rising, the dam's gonna break, but I won't let a single sound escape. 'Cause these are the silent cries inside, the ones I'm forced to swallow, the ones I have to hide. A hurricane of heartache screaming in my chest, while I'm looking like a person who's finally at rest. No one hears the question, no one feels the tide, just the echoes of these silent cries inside. The dinner party's loud and the music is bright. I'm a ghost in a costume, I'm fading from sight. A knot in my head while my soul's on its knees, begging for a moment of mercy and ease. It's a deafening riot that only I know, a private disaster, invisible show. I wanna shatter the window, I wanna roar, I wanna drag my secrets across the floor. But the silence is a habit I don't know how to break, so I'll keep on bending until I finally snap a neck. to cry. Can you hear me? Probably not. Can you hear me? I'm sitting in the kitchen while the clock begins to crawl, watching how the shadows start to stretch against the wall. I've learned to keep the windows shut, to keep the world away, and I've practiced every I'm alright I'm forced to say today. But there's a heavy silver weight that's gathered in my chest, a story of a forever that's been put to a bitter rest. I don't make a sound when the memory starts to sting. I'm just a hollowed out collection of a once eternal thing. I'm a master of the quiet, a ghost behind the smile, but I've been walking through the wreckage for a long and lonely mile. 'Cause there's silent tears, they're falling in the dark, without a single whisper or a tiny steady spark. They don't crash like the ocean, they don't scream like the rain. They're just the secret, steady rhythm of a physical kind of pain. I'm drowning in the almost, I'm shivering in the years, living in the middle of these silent, silent tears. I saw your old blue coffee mug, still sitting by the sink, and it pushed me a little closer to the cold and jagged brink. I didn't let a sob escape, I didn't say a word. I'm the loudest tragedy that's never even been heard. I'm just tracing every crack that's formed inside my palm, looking for a storm inside this suffocating calm. Is it stronger if it's quiet? Is it deeper if it's still? To be a prisoner of a memory against my very will. I'm a landslide in the making, I'm a dam about to break, but I'm holding it together for both our memory's sake. Yeah, there's silent tears, they're falling in the dark, without a single whisper or a tiny steady spark. They don't crash like the ocean, they don't scream like the rain. They're just the secret, steady rhythm of a physical kind of pain. I'm drowning in the almost, I'm shivering in the years, living in the middle of these silent, silent tears. No one hears the salt hit the floor, no one hears the heart close the door, just a quiet flood. Mm.